Welcome back to Suns Valley Podcast, everyone. The Suns went crazy against the Timberwolves. A lot of players had really good games. Cam Payne played a perfect game for Cam Payne. No turnovers, 23 points. And if you were watching the game, some of these layups, you just don't expect Cam Payne to be hitting. 8 assists, 6 rebounds. I don't know if we can count on Cam Payne to play like this the rest of the season, but if we do, I'm just telling you right now, watch out. That's what made us dangerous 2 years ago. Devin Booker, a beautiful game. Better than 50% from the field, 5 for 7 from 3. 10 assists, 1 turnover. 1 turnover between he and Cam Payne. Ridiculous. Torrey Craig did his very best Cam Johnson impression that he could. 2 for 3 from 3. You can't ask for more. I'm giving Ayton a pass because I feel like his ankle's still a little bit injured. And Landry Shamet absolutely played his ass off. 16 points, 2 for 3 from 3. Running the floor really nicely. But I think we all know who the real star of this game was. Mikal Bridges. Let's take a look at how Mikal Bridges took a clear step forward offensively, going for 31 points, and let's be honest, it could have been 41. Easy. But the game got out of hand so much it didn't seem like we needed Mikal to play the entire game. Leave a like on this video, and let's get straight into it. Mikal was going to the rack all night. As you can see here, takes it in on Gobert and does an absolutely filthy reverse layup. That is tough against anyone, let alone the best defensive big in the league. I mean, look at this. That's artwork. This might actually be my favorite make for Mikal. Gets it at the top of the key and just bullies Kyle Anderson to the basket. He knew his role tonight. We needed him to be a scorer, not just to sit in the corners and hope that he gets an open 3. We needed him to take over, and he was more than happy to. And this is a great example. Cam Payne had a great night, and a lot of it had to do with cuts like this from Mikal backdoor, just making it easy for Cam Payne to make the right decision and just get it to the obvious player. It takes a certain amount of energy to be able to do this all night, and Mikal had it as he normally does. 4 steals for Mikal against the T-Wolves, and let me tell you, he could have had 9. There were so many that were so close to being stolen. This one, he just reads it ahead of time like a great defender would and beats AE to the rim, Euros past him, and finishes at the hoop. Really fun to see Mikal take and hit a heat check here. Dario gets it to him. He steps into it very confidently because he knows, look, this is your night to score. We really need it. There's no Chris Paul. Please feel free, Mikal. Fire away. And if we're going to get more of this, the playoffs are going to be a lot different this year. Here's a great example of what I'm talking about. Mikal fishes to the basket and just wants to finish, not so much looking to pass to someone on the baseline, not looking to try to find someone to throw it out to. He's like, look, I'm long as life. I can go ahead and finish this myself. Awkward as it looks, give me that bucket. Book leaves his feet a little bit early here, and Mikal's right there to bail him out in the corner. Swish. Now here's where it starts to get ridiculous for Mikal, coming off of a curl, and that is not a normal shot, people. This is not rather an easy shot for most people to make. Fading to your left, shooting with your right hand, mid-range, someone jumping at you. I mean, this was not the only time he did this either. He made it look easy tonight, and it was not. Same thing here. I mean, look how difficult this shot angle is. Bucket. And it was just going for him like this all night. I'm just hoping that his confidence level rises and he realizes, look, when CP3's in the game, you can do this too. All right, so I think I lied. This might be my favorite bucket, not the second one that he had. Fast break, gets into the paint and pulls a mid-range over Cat. Like, this is not easy. This is not easy. This is not normal. Players do not just dead sprint, stop in the mid-range and pop. Mikal certainly doesn't do that normally. He can, I've seen it before when he's aggressive, but this is a whole nother level to our offense that has not been unlocked. This is Mikhail being a two-way star. The T-Wolves were completely melting down. I mean, this is just atrocious offense, and it went the other way. Mikhail's the recipient, and just hard work, running the floor and getting rewarded for it. Campaign had no turnovers. He almost has one here. Mikhail bails him out and hits another tough leaner. Beautiful. So it was really helpful in the absence of Chris Paul for Mikhail to be dropping dimes like this. That is an awesome alley-oop over the head of the defender, Edwards. Right where it needs to be, where Ayton can get to it and no one else can. Here we just get a nice entry pass into the paint for Ayton and a great hook shot for Ayton. These are free assists if you want them. Knowing Ayton's getting doubled a lot, Mikhail knows he needs to be careful, gets this ball up high, once again, right where it needs to be between Anthony Edwards and D'Angelo Russell. A small man double team is not going to be enough. The Suns need to be able to get it into Ayton like this when they're trying to play small ball against us, trying to guard him with smaller defenders. Give it to him anyways, and Mikhail does, and I love him for it. Defensively, it looked like Mikhail was playing a 2K game on easy mode, literally like pro or like the college prelude. This right here, this steal is completely unfair by Mikhail. That's just crazy long arms being crazy long arms, and it prompted a frustration foul by D'Lo on the other end. Without Chris Paul, with DeAndre Ayton seemingly affected by a tender ankle, we needed Mikhail to do exactly what he did last night, and it's so impressive and awesome that he was able to come through for the Suns and give them exactly what they needed. A strong offensive performance. So often Mikhail stands in the corner, like I said, and just waits. He moves. I'm not saying he doesn't move without the ball, but when he gets the ball, he seems to be much more interested in getting others going, and we need him to just put his head down and go to the rack. It opens up so much, and with Chris Paul fading, it's more important than ever. The Suns are 8-3 now. Chris Paul should be back sooner rather than later. Cam Johnson has decided to get the version of the surgery for his meniscus that will get him back sooner. He's not going to have it fixed. He's going to have it snipped. The Suns are in a very good place right now, considering all things. Tell me what you think in the comments. Is Mikhail the most important player for the Suns this season? Hit the like button. Don't forget to subscribe. Till next time, go Suns.